You. Hey, Corey. Hope you're well. Yesterday, Austin mentioned your name, just saying that you looked really good pitching. How have you felt that you've been doing just this far in spring training?
I've been feeling pretty good. This is it's a great place to be, great place to kind of build some adrenaline and um, just look. There's a lot of guys on left and right, everywhere you look. There's a lot of dudes here, so uh, it helps you kind of get a little edge and perform at a high level.
Thank you.
Next question from Dave Assay. Go ahead.
Corey, after all these years of competing against the Dodgers and even in the 18 NLCS, what was your perception of the way they did things? And now that you're in it, the reality of how they help guys get better?
Yeah, from the other side, look, it's always been a team. When you're showing up, you're trembling. This is a team that's stacked. Everyone knows them all around the league. So to be on this side of it, I mean, I couldn't be more excited to be in a better place right now. It's a good spot to be, and look, they do things the right way. They play hard. They've always got confidence on the mound, the plate, um, out in the field. So it's one of those teams where they show up and they know they're going to win.
Where are you at right now as far as physically? Do you feel like you're close to where you were in 18?
I'm feeling like I'm as close. A lot closer than I was last year. So right now, I think I'm in a great spot where I am. We've got a whole nother month and about a week of spring training left. So I'm feeling confident that I can get close or right back to where I used to be.
Like you mentioned, there are a lot of dudes there. Does that take off some of the pressure of trying to make it happen in 2 days, 2 weeks? Do you feel like you have a little bit more of time knowing that there are a lot of guys that can step up in the bullpen?
Yeah, Doc said it. We're not trying to have heroes day one of spring training. It's a long season, and we know we're going to be playing past September. So it's just make sure that everybody's ready to go, that you're healthy, you feel good, and look, if you need a day, yeah, there's plenty of guys that'll take your spot right there. So got guys all over, so it feels pretty good. A lot of confidence to be able to take a day, say something if you have to.
Next question from Juan Dorivillo. Go ahead.
Hey Corey, your velocity was down last year, but it started picking up towards the end of the season. Was that just kind of the process of you getting healthier?
I'd say it was kind of a process of learning how to pitch again. That's one of the main things I've been trying to work on is lower body, positioning, I guess. So once I can get everything synced, then it starts clicking a little more. And I had a couple times last year where there was some velo, and I changed things about my mechanics. So I know the velo's there. I know the arm's healthy. So that's everything. All I know is that I have to get my legs in the right position, be able to explode through my lower half, and everything will kind of click there. So that's one thing we've been working on here right now.
So you think it's kind of trending in the right direction right now, or like, do you look at velo anymore? Is it just about how you feel?
I feel good. I feel like I feel like the ball's coming out pretty good. Yeah, of course I care about velo, but at the same time, I'd rather have swings and misses and strikeouts and be able to go in there and have a clean inning. So, yeah, I'm trying to make sure that everything's clicking right. And once everything does, then I can finally stop thinking about my lower half and go out there and pitch. And that's what I've been trying to focus on these past two bullpens. Just go out and pitch, and everything's been looking good, feeling good.
Awesome. Thank you.
Next question from Jorge Castillo. Go ahead. Good.
Hey Corey, just first off, how's everything back home?
It's good. My wife was able to get out and go down south to go see her parents for a little bit, and her and my two daughters will be coming up in about a week. So they're good. They were one of the few that didn't lose power, water, pipes didn't freeze. So thanks for asking. I appreciate that, but they're fine.
Nice. That's good. Good to hear. So I'm just wondering, that day that you find out you're getting traded, there was a lot of speculation about you getting DFA. Just what were your expectations? What was your thought process, your reaction to hearing what went down?
I mean, it was a shock to me. I was very excited, of course, to hear I wasn't getting DFA'd, non-tendered. So, especially going to a World Series team. So it's a team that I've always, kind of watched from the other side, and you got to try really hard to every time you face any of these hitters. So now I'm on this side, and I'm able to play with Belly and Mookie and all those guys. So it's takes a little weight off my shoulder. But it was a shock, and I mean, I couldn't be more excited to be with this team right now.
So when you find out you're not getting non-tendered and you're getting traded to a team that just won the World Series, does that give you some confidence in thinking, if these guys think I can come back, then I definitely can?
Of course. I mean, look, if they're gonna go out of their way and trade me right there, I mean, of course they see something that maybe I didn't last year. I couldn't get any of that of what I wanted last year, throwing strikes, getting the feel up, getting outs, anything. So they know it's there, and it gives you a little bit of confidence right there. Finishing up the off season, knowing okay, I can do it. So get in. I know there's plenty of guys here that are going to help get me right, and they're going to do whatever they have to do. So I'm in a good spot.
Have you talked roll with Dave or Andrew or anybody, or is that too early?
I think it's too early. I haven't talked anything about that. I mean, there's a lot of guys, and there's going to be a lot of opportunities. So I'm just looking to fill in some of those opportunities.
Thank you.
Next question from Bill Plunkett. Go ahead, Bill.
Yeah, Corey, you mentioned learning to pitch again. What is the whole process like, having to sit out and then trying to rehab and get back on the field? How did that go for you?
I mean, it went, differently than what I thought it was going to be. One thing, actually, the team doctor here, Neil Latrash, was my surgeon. So one thing he told me was I need to start watching video a lot of myself, which I never really liked to do. So I had to watch a lot of video of myself, my motion, my throw motion, my mechanics, everything, where my arm angle was. So to make sure that, okay, I'm in the right spot. So yeah, my arm angle was a little lower than what it was in 18, 17, all those years before. So that was one thing, trying to get all that back, where my left foot was landing, how low I was in my right half when I'm coming down the slope. So, it's just a whole learning process. There's a lot to take in and a lot to think about every time you're going. And, finally I'm at the stage where I can stop thinking about where my lower half is, where my arm angle is, everything, just go out there and throw. And I think that was just the toughest part, is, trying to throw, and all you can think about is what everything else is doing. So now I'm in, a good spot where I want to be, and past all that finally.
How much doubt creeps in where you wonder if you're going to be able to get back to that level?
It did last year, but there's no doubt now. So, the more your mind starts thinking about other things other than just other than just thinking about, popcorn on the mound, or, the smell of the air on the mound, then that's when the doubt creeps in. So as long as you can keep your mind clear and free, then I'm not going to have any doubt. So that's what I'm looking forward to right now.
Thank you.